Welcome back. It's been a little bit since I've recorded some of my practice sessions, but for the past month, I've been working on a new shot for my own personal repertoire. And a couple years ago, I was playing with John with Pro Craps, and I got intrigued by his shot. And then Cashier's Cage had some videos of his shot, and so inspired from those guys. I had this other shot come up, and it turned out I was doing it wrong for trying to replicate what they were shooting, because thanks to the magic of YouTube, couldn't see everything going on. So the interpretation that I ended up with, well, who knows where it came from. But so I've been working with this, and the difference between the PARR shot and this, for me, is at least this one has a forward momentum of the dice. And basically starts off kind of like a Yuri grip, and then when it gets tossed, instead of being stacked, it's now horizontal again, and they're both dice are going on axis and in a forward rotation. And so two versions would be landing it early and it's slow forward rolled right to the wall, which will have it tends to have a higher rate of possibility of not hitting both dice to the wall, so that's not good, but that's why you gotta practice so I don't get called a no roll. The other one is same shot, but just giving it a little bit more oomph, a little more power, a little more arch, so that it has more momentum and it actually hits up higher on the wall and comes off. But in that case, I'm actually setting it for an all 7 set, and with the momentum off the wall, breaks it up, and yeah, it's been working okay. The first one, where I'm slowly going to the wall, I do a hard way set. That way the momentum, I want to keep equal on both dice. The second one again, I bounce, hit the wall, I want to break it up a little bit more, so I'll start with the 7s, the all 7 set, and as long as it doesn't do a identical energy, then I'm okay. So here's practice. What I'm gonna do is practice toss it, and I like to just track. I'll throw some chips out there like if I was playing my normal game, which normally is on the come out. I could do all tall small. Usually I'll say for this case just 10-5-10, all tall small. The pass line, say $10 pass line, and then for what I'll do is inside on the come out, set up the point inside for 220 inside, take 2 hits, and then regress down to 96 across, and then I'll mark it with a different colored chip just so I know that I'm in a progression at that point. So all right. We'll see. It's just a practice session, working on the toss, try to get consistency. Just hoping to avoid the 7 is the biggest thing. So again, this one's a grip down the sides like a Yuri. And then when I'm tossing, my rotation, so when I release here, the dice are actually horizontal again. Forefinger all the way down, thumb as well, and then my middle finger is kind of touching against the back. So I don't know if you can see that, touching against the back for support and keeping all the skin contact equal on both dice. Not I don't want my finger touching the red die versus the other die more or less. Anyway, soft and easy to the wall here. Oh, and that's what I get. I deserve that. A 7 out, or I guess it's a 7 winner, but since I'm playing the ATS, that's a loser. So I would back up on the 10-5-10 for all tall small. My pass line would win. But basically I'm doing a hard way set, but with the sixes on top, 5s facing me. That's just because my normal go-to set on my PARR shot, so I'm just used to that and getting to that dice set quick. All right, again, easy to the wall. 6-3 or 3-6-9. And again, short on that one. Just starting for today. So I need a little more energy, get to that wall. All right, so the point is set. Now go 220 on the inside. So that's 50 on the 5 and 9 and $60 each on the 6 and 8. And we want to go for 2 hits. All right, equal touching the forefinger all the way down that rim, the very sharp edge of the dice, thumb on the other side, and trying to get a little bit of equal surface touching on the thumb as well, not just all on the bottom die. All right, here we go. I like that. All right, 12 boxcars. I like that for the ATS. That's all nice and neat. All right. To the wall. Little jumpy, hard 8. There's a little too much energy than I want. I don't want it to really have enough energy to bounce and get air and end up bouncing more. All right. So we hit the hard 8. That's one. So collect that first one, that first hit. So I collect it. Leave that 220 inside still. Want one more hit. Oh, I deserve that loss. I deserve that loss. Only one die hit the wall. And the other thing, because when I'm not paying attention, if the dice start going to the corner, that throws off the equal distribution of energy. If both dice are hitting square, ideally, square, the same amount of energy will dissipate roughly. But if one's going against the square of the wall and one's going in at an extra curve or the hook, then even though they hit the pyramids and that'll mix things up a little bit, just adding the effect of a curve is changing the distance that the die has to travel. And so they're not going to be even close at all. All right, resetting here, back up on the pass line for $10. 10, 5, 10 on the ATS. I'd normally probably throw like a $4 horn here too. Actually a $5 horn, because I always put the dealers on with me. But let's come out roll. Here we go. 5, 2, 7. Obviously, that was a double pitch and a sucky result. Again, because the pass line wins, but the ATS comes back down. So, all right, I get 10 here. Got to throw another quarter out there for the all tall small, and I lost the horn. So another $4 horn again as well. All right, let me focus on the shooting, and you guys just come along and see how this goes. Two, 3, 5. All right, point is set. And again, like I kind of mentioned, I want to either hit square against the wall or have the dice when it hits, go either straight or to the left. If I'm going into the corner, if I start bouncing into the hook, boy, then that's the worst thing. That shows that I'm not paying attention to how I'm tossing. If I notice it, then I can make an adjustment so that, let me show you. I can make an adjustment so when I release, I'm tilting it this way. The dice are still, let me see if you can see it. So when they land, they hit the left edges and then bounce to the right. If I put a little bit more bend in it so that the right side of the dice hit first on the edge, then it bounces to the left. just one of those variables that you have to monitor what your resulting dice are doing. Dice are telling you what's going on. You just have to know how to read it and make an adjustment for it. Six, 2, 8. All right, so that's the first hit. 60 collects, you know, you get 70. Want one more hit. Finger and thumb on the edges. Middle finger again, kind of rubbing. I like to rub my finger up and down to find that the lip between the two dice, so I know where the center is. So I don't actually have to look. I can feel it, and then I can be consistent on where my positioning is from toss to toss. But anyway, here we go. Nice and easy. Now see, 6, 4, 10. Now see, that went both into the hook, which that's just all bad for what I'm trying to do. I want to keep it straight or a little bit to the left. That just means that I wasn't paying enough attention to make enough of an adjustment on my release. I was still just, my hand was still like straight. I got to bend it more this way when I release. So that's how I can tell that I'm sloppy or not paying attention to that exact, you know, from roll to roll. All right, here we go. Hard 6, but still going to the right, so sloppy. All right, that's the second hit. Collect again. So now what I would do is tell the dealer, make me 96 across, you know, $15 level. All right. Ooh, that was horrible. That was horrible. The dice hit, both dice hit each other twice on that. The good thing is that both dice were going straight. So that effect I was still on. But the collision made the dice go kind of opposite ended. Anyway, okay, let's do this again. Pass line, $10. ATS, 10, 5, 10. Come out roll, do a $4 horn. All right, let's do this. 6, 1, 7. I always like to come out sevens, right? Just that habit. Jeepers. That suckers. Okay, ATS again. Gotta focus more rather than talking more. All right, ATS again. 10, 5, 10. Horn, $4. But I won on the pass line. Okay, here we go, coming out. 2, 4, 6. All right, point is set. Let's do this. Five, 4, 9. Got a point, the first hit there, but it was good with the energy where the dice just kind of roll up to the wall, just bounce, you know, just kind of hit it and come back down together. But again, it's still hooking to the, or slicing to the right a little bit. All right, there we go. 6, 2, 8. All right, we got our second hit. Still going to the right a little bit, but at least they're together. So, I mean, it's a little bit safer, but I still want to get out of that corner. 8. Take another $70 and make me 96 across. Okay. Yo, 11. Now change it up, chip, so I can tell. Yo, 11, 6, 5, 11. One, two, three. Right on. 2 on 3. Oh, little weird. Hard 4. Hard 4. I get text messages coming in. Two, 4, 6. Winner. We got a winner there. So that would be my first hit after, you know, resetting and being all paid up for that session. So when I practice, I like to just go with the mindset of power pressing. So I would throw $3 down with that win and tell the dealer to make me 42. And because my initial goal at this point is to hit the smalls or talls. So then there's no point in me not working on a come out roll. So at least for tracking purposes and practicing, still let it run. So I'm just power pressing, get to the $100 level. That's 2 hits, build it 2 hits, and do a collect at the $100 level on whatever number. Okay, coming out, throw $4 horn again. Two, 4, 6. We're back out on the 6. And since we're working, we go from 42, tell them to make me 90, full press to 90. I get $1 change. Lost the horn, but you know, oh well. All right, point is 6 again. Little short on the blue dice, the right 6, 4, 10. So there was 15 there. I tell them make me 40. So make that 10 a $40 10. And again, my primary goal was to hit the small or tall for the nice bonus, which is usually pretty obtainable in the scheme of things. Five, 3, 8. All right, same as with the 6. So the 8, I throw out 3 and tell the dealer to make me 42. And now, with the 6 being at $90, that's where I'm at the $100 level on the collecting. So if the 6 hits again, I do a same bet and collect. I do 2 hits, power pressing, and then collect the $100 level. All right, here we go. Oh, a little soft. 6, 4, 10. All right, what I would do, 40, tell them to make me $100. So make it 100. And then again, I gotta focus to make sure I get both dice all the way down. Because with the toss, so with the setup, dealers are already watching you, or at least the box man, and you don't want to get in the habit of falling short on that back wall. They'll jump on you quick. Hard 10. Hard 10. So I'll mark that there. It's $100 here. So with the 4 and 10, I still collect, but I also press. So it's $100, wins 200. So I now make the whole bet 200. So I still collect $100 on that. So that's, and I don't know if you can't really see it up here. I mark right here on my hard ways, just so I know that the last one, if I was playing hard ways, then I have it marked here, which anyway. So that's 3 hits on the 10, and we are now $200 10, and we need a 2 and a 5 for the small, and 11 and nope, we got 11. We need a 12. All we need is a 12 for the tall. 4, 2, 6. We got a winner. We got a winner. So on the 6, what's that? $90. 6 pays 105. I just same bet it. Leave it the same. Collect that whole 105. Pass line wins. Throw $4 out. Do a $4 horn. Still working. We still just need a 2, 5 or a 12. Ooh, 6, 4, 4, 6, 10. All right, so we already have a third one. That's the 4th hit. I'll leave it there. That's the 4th hit. So 200 wins 400. So if I was super aggressive, like if I was already up for the session or the day, then I'd be more aggressive and maybe go to like make it 500 and then collect, you know, the rest, well, another 100, I guess, right? 200 wins 400. That's 600 total. Make it 500, collect the 100. All right. We're still looking for a 2, 5, or a 12 for the big bonuses. Six, 3, 9. All right, that's the first one of this, the second portion here. So throw out $4 and tell them to go to 40. Make me $40. Power press. Fingers all the way down. Five, 6, yo. 5, 6, yo. We already hit that one before. We just need the 12. We need the 12 for the tall. Five, 3, 8. All right, 5, 3, 8. $42 wins, what, 49? And then I tell him, make me 90. So I give a dollar change to my rack, and he makes me $90 up there. If it hits again, that's at black chip payout level. So next time I'll do a same bet. So that's $90. Still looking for a 2, 5, or a 12. 5, 6 yo. That's the third yo. That'd be good if I was playing repeaters. Ooh, 2, 1, 3. That's the other one I already have. All right, that's the second 3. 2, 1, 3. All right, we're still looking for a 2, 5, or 12. One, 3, 4. All right, so my hard wave would come down. That's my second 4. So that would already have been 40. Now with that one, I tell them go to 100. So 4 is at 100. We still want 2, 5, or 12. Oh, bummer. Well, we got a 2, 5, but 2, 5, 7. Rat bastard. Rat bastard. Or you want to make that official there? You can read that. Yeah. All right. So what's that? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 rolls, or 21 if you count that 7, the last 7. And 2 points made. All right. Got a little bit of payback on that, so that was okay. Let's do this one more time. See how, if I make all the money back from the initial 2 throws that kind of were crappy. Now I'm a little bit warming up, I think, keeping the energy even, getting it to the wall. All right. Again, the biggest thing is not having an angle, my forefinger going all the way down the edge, but not coming at an angle, perfectly straight down. Because you don't want any extra pressure throwing things off when it's released. Coming out. Okay, $10. 10, 5, 10. 10, 5, 10 on the all tall small. $4 horn. All right, coming out here. Little short, barely inches, but 11, yo 11, 6, 5, yo. 6, 5, yo. All the way down. We got a hot 6. All right, point is 6. All right, now I would go 220 inside. Let's do this. Five, 3, 8. 5, 3, 8. So I would collect that $70. So I'm still 220 out in the inside there. Going for the second hit. One, 5, 6, winner. Winner. All right, so that counts as the second hit. Collect that $70. Also collect $10 from the pass line. All right, that's 1, 2. Yep, so now since that was the third roll, we got our 2 hits. Take me down, make me 96 across. Even though it's the come out roll, I'm working, so I want, you know, continuing through the strategy here. So 96 across, $4 horn coming out. Hard 6, hard 6 again. Now we're using the other chips. Well, actually, that first one came down. So if I was another portion of that strategy is that when I get to the point where I go 96 across, I could throw $5 each on the hard ways. I'll sometimes do that. That way, if those lose, that means I still hit my number up top, so it would be all good. Or sometimes I'll wait till I get to the points where they get the black chip payout, then I'll start putting hard ways out. That way I'm not too much out of pocket still, or, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, hard 6, I would go to 42, throw out $3, power press to 42. Hard 6 again, short, 1 die was short. Oh, it's a winner too. Mark that with the white chip here. Yeah, hard way. So if I had my nickel on the hard ways and it was already had won, the first hit I'd go to a quarter. Second hit would go make it $100 hard 6. But anyway, that's the second hit. I go from 42 and we go to 90. So we'd make it a $90 6 now. Then on the next one, we'd collect at the black chip level. Coming out, we're working here. It's coming out. So I do a $4 horn. Hard 8. All right. So we go to throw out $3, make that 8, $42. Hard 8. I'd go to a quarter on the hard 8 if they had a nickel on there that hit. Two snake eyes. That's what I needed before. We need that for the small. It's all good. All good. Let's go. 6 to 8. Winner. Winner. Okay, the hard 8 comes down, but that's the second hit. That's the second hit there. So from 42, we'd make it, I'd tell them go to 90, get to collect the dollar, make it 90. We're working, $4 horn. We're working, 6 and 8 are both $90. Oops. Ace 2. We got a 3. A 2-1-3. That would pay 15 to 1. So I'd get $15 there because the pass line would have lost. Would have lost $10 on the pass line. The horn pays 15. And you lose the other 3 that come down. So I get 12. back up on the pass line. Still up on the horn. Three, 1, 4. All right. Tell them to make it $40 4. Press it, $40 4. And usually that's with the, usually on the 4, that press is exactly, you know, break even as far as doing the full press. All right, what do we want? We got 2, 3, 4. We need that 5 again. Have we hit the 5 at all? We need a 5, 9, 10, 12. 5, 9, 10, or 12. Ooh, 3, 5, 8. 3, 5, 8. That was the second one. There. So this would be the same bet. What was that? $90 pays 105. So I'd do same bet and just take the 105 right to my rack. Right to my rack. And back up on the hard 8 if I was up there, if I was playing those. Two, 1, 3 again. All right. We already got that before. Looking for a 5. There we go, baby. 1, 4, 5. That's the all small. 10, 5, 10. The small pays 30 to 1. So that is 300. A $300 hit right there. 1, 4, 5. We got the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. Okay. What are you looking for now? For the tall, which would also make the all, 9, 10, 12. 9, 10, or 12. All right. Five, 3, 8. Or we just hit the 8 a few more times, right? That was the same bet last time at 90. So again, 90 pays 105. I usually, here you can go 120 or 150, depending on how aggressive you want. Let's just go make it 150 here. So I take the change to the rack. That's now 150. Right? Woohoo! Sometimes you just gotta get them just right. Hard 8. Hard 8. All right. So I'm gonna put this on this side. If I was playing the hards, I'd go to make it a quarter. That was 150. Pays what, 175? Just so that I can, you know, same bet it or whatever. But since I'm doing this in my head, let's make it easy and do a full press to a 300. Make this puppy 300. Take the rest to my rack. $300 8. Five, 6, yo. Already had that. again, I have to, you know, watch my resulting bounces. That the one die on, which was originally on the left, hits and then hooks or slices to the right into the hook of the table. So I just got to be aware of that my dice didn't land even. Oh, way short. You know, if that's a no roll, fine. Or just get a talking to. 6-5. Yo. I didn't make any money on that one anyway. And a repeater would have already paid out. All right. To the wall, to the wall. Hard for winner. All right, if I was playing hard ways, I'd now make that a quarter. That was a $40 four. I'd tell him make me 100. You know, I'll still work. Still working. It's a come out, throw a $4 horn. And again, the horn is mostly just to offset, you know, the pass line if it loses with the craps number. But we won a 12. I'm good with losing on a pass line on the 12 just to get that off the ATS. Looking for that big bonus. So we're still 9, 10, and 12 is what we're looking for. Five, 4, and 9. I like that. I like that. Right? Get that 9 out of the way. 5, 4, 9. All right, we're really looking for a 10 or a 12. Or let's just hammer out some more 8s. And I'll just do a collection plate there. That's all good too. Three, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. That's the second one. So that was what, 40? So I'd throw $4 out there and tell them to make it 100. Looking for a 10 or a 12 still. Hard 10. Hard 10. So if I was on the hard ways, make that a quarter. My 10 here, I'd tell them to go to 40. And that knocks off the 10 for the going for that ATS. All we need is that 12. We get that 12 and we get a tall and the all. All right. Let's do this here. Oh, I was getting a little bit of crack on the dice, either offset, and so I can feel it running up the side of my forefinger, and I know that it's just not perfectly consistent, and that's all it takes to get you out of whack. Four, 6, 10. All right. All right, my hard 10 comes back down. Throw another $5 up there if you're playing it. Wait, $40. I'd tell the dealer, make me 100 on the 10. We're looking for a 12. Looking for the big 12. Oh, oof. 6-5, yo. That's the 4th, yo. Now, with the red die, so I know that's the bottom. Okay, the 6 does come up. I wasn't paying attention for this series how often the top one with the 6 on top actually comes up with the 6. So I'll just keep the same set. Can't make an adjustment without knowing what I'm trying to go to and from. Hard 6. Hard 6. I think that might be the 3rd hard way in a row. I'm not sure, I lost track. And I think that's the 3rd one. What was that? I think that might be a $90 6. So I would do 105 payout and do same bet. I lost track. Oh well. I'll say I'm still at $90 and I collected 105 on that. Nice. That would be a parlay of the day if you're a HCS watcher on the hard ways. If that was 3 hard ways in a row out of 5 6s. Anyway, we're looking for that 12. Want that 12. Five, 6, yo. The energy died real quick on that left die. So didn't quite make it all the way to the wall. That's the 5th, 11th. 5th, yo. 5th, yo. Anyway, we need a 12. All right, so let's do this. If you're going by the philosophy that, you know, a lot of my hard way hits have been on the axis here, you know, after the dice are rotate and are flying this way. So let's get the 6s into that rotation then, right? So I'll go to a 5, 4. 5s, 4 facing me. That way 6s are in that rotation of on axis once it gets to the pivot. Let's see what happens there. Yes. We got aces, snake eyes. Now, I didn't get my hard 12, but my philosophy there was putting the 6s and the 1s back into that on-axis rotation. So I just happened to get the aces rather than the 6s. All good, all good. I'll just bring these blue chips in. We just went through 20 of the black chips plus whatever my other color. We're at like 26, 27 rolls right now. Okay, so again, let's put the 6s on the outside. So 5s, 4s facing me. We want that 12 or an 8. Oh, soft. 4, 1, 5. So I'll do the same bet. What was that? Was that $100 already? So I'll do a 140 collect. Be careful, short roll. All right, just want that 5, 4 facing me. 5's on top. We want that 12. Party time with the 12. Ooh, got one of the 6s. 6, 3, 9. We got a winner. We got a winner. So we make that was a $40 9. Throw out $4 more, make it 100. Tell them to take me to 100. Power press. Coming out, I'll throw out my $4 horn. I'm still hoping for that 12, even on a come out. I don't care, we're working. Four one or 145 again, back out there. Oh, I guess we weren't out there before. We had a same bet, so we were at 100. We win 140. Tell them to take me to 200. I collect the $40 to the rack. Power press that baby to $200. So we got 200 on the 5. Oh, what did I say? We had the same bet. We had 150. We had 300 on the 8. I think we're at 300 on the 8. All right, make sure we put the 6s on the end there. Let's do this. We want that 12, right? Want that 12. Six, 5, yo. That's the 6th, yo. And let's try to not go towards the corner of the table. All right. We want that 12, baby. Hard 10. Okay, hard 10. It was 100. Make it $200 here. Now, if you're following along, you would know where these 5s are positioned on my current set on top. So if I was still set on my original, that would have hit the 6s. That would have hit the boxcars. Bummer. Okay, we'll still stick with this. Looking for that 12. Four, 5, 9. Now you might say that that was a short dice, but if you saw it, they collided. One hit the wall, came back, and while the other one was still going forward, and it collided. So that would have killed all the energy no matter. So anyway, 9, that was the 3rd hit. So I do a same bet, keep it at 100, collect the 140. Man, text messages. Okay, we're looking for that 12. We still want that 12. Three, 1, 4. All right, hard 4 comes down. I think that's the 3rd. I think we're at 100, so that wins 200. So I would tell them to make my 4 $200. And I don't have to pay a vig anyway, but whatever. We'll ignore that fact at the moment. So it's a $200 4 now. Looking for 12. 2, 6, 8. Haven't hit one of those in a while. Let's see, the hard 8 comes down. I think we were at 300, right? So that would pay, 300 pays 350. So let's just do a same bet. Keep that 350. Got to build the rack up too, right? Don't neglect the rack. We want a 12. We want that 12. Happy times on a 12. Two on three. 2 on 3. Well, that would have hit, and for a repeater. That would hit for a repeater, but that's not what I'm practicing for. Going for 12 here. Three, 5, 8 on a short roll with us going to the corner anyways. All things bad there. Anyway, what was that? Still 300, I think. So 300 pays 350. Let's just make it an easy to calculate 600 here. So I'd collect the 50, make that 8. $600. Looking for a 12. Two, 3, 5, winner. We got a winner. So that was 200. So what I might do here is just make it, you know, take a little bit of a good chunk of change off that, but still doing some kind of press. So I'll make that 300. Make that a $300 5. We're working on the come out. You know, throw out another horn, $4 horn. You know, can always make it larger now. Oops. Okay, I'm not shooting that. There we go. That's what I wanted. Coming out, looking for that 12. Looking for the 12. Three, 2, 5. Back on the 5. What did I make it? That was 300 before. I'd probably make that like, I like jumping to 500. So what I'd probably do is make that $500 5 right there. Press a little, take a little. We want 12 though. Oh, happy day if we hit that 12. Oh, that's not a 12 in any sort of sense. Bummer, bummer, bummer. No happy, happy day. Just a happy day. All right. So what do we got? 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Might have been a 39 roller. Or maybe 40 if you include the 7. I would get the hat at Fremont. Or I'd get the t-shirt. Oh, damn t-shirt. Anyway, I think if when I get warmed up and I got focused a little bit, you know, this roll is doing me okay. Doing me okay. Again, it's all about making sure that I'm consistent. My finger is on the exact same and perfectly up and down on that edge, but on the exact same spot each time. The thumb not only covers the bottom die, but also enough surface area up on the top die as well. Back finger kind of holding against the middle on the splice. And when I do the rotation, I'm not doing a whole super fast spin because then when it hits the table over there, it's going to shoot forward real bad, real fast. And that's a whole different shot that I haven't sat and looked at. But got that going and releasing it when it goes up, making sure that I'm level. And if I have to do too much one way or the other, I want to go too far bending the wrist before I release, so that when it hits on the right edge of the dice, and it will carry on the initial bounce either straight or to the left. Again, I want to stay out of that corner. This corner is evil because it changes. If the other die hits this way into the wall, there's no way that these are going to continue rolling afterwards at the same energy. You know, I don't care what direction. I don't even care if one goes off axis. But if I'm shooting a hard way set, I want to make sure that both dice, you know, at least are either the same amount of energy, or maybe one can be, you know, ahead of the other. That's fine too. It doesn't matter. It can go, one die can go, you know, off the alligators and go the opposite direction and go off axis. I don't care. If both dice are still rolling with the same amount of energy, it's all good. It's when one die has, you know, it drops, so now it is two rolls ahead. It double pitches. That's when, if you're shooting the hard way, that's where the 7 will come out. You know, the double pitching. And if you're having a problem, and you can, or if you're, people complain that, you know, double pitches. Well, if you can do that consistent, then you just adjust and you set your dice up with the 7s, right? Now, if you're double pitching, it'll tend to go to hard way, you know, result. So it's all good. Anyway, I think, you know, I tried this in Vegas, my last trip, a little bit, but I was just too nervous because, you know, you're nervous when you're trying something new for money and in front of, you know, dealers that are watching you. And yeah, so I think I'm going to keep working on this. Again, has the forward rotation where, you know, my common shot, at least before, was the back spin on the PARR. So just another tool in the toolbox. Kind of cool. Hopefully, you know, it'll get consistent enough where I can at least get that 12 so I can get the all tall small, you know, but still we hit it. We hit the small. So anyway, thanks for sticking around and watching. And this is Toothpick Ted, and I'll see you at the tables.